good. Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go!
Welcome back.
So here I was just like wandering, trying to like see if things were working. I don't want to do this dumb fight.
Oh, but we start right off that amazing, like, Spanish-tinged theme that I love so much. I feel like if I say it enough, you'll all just, like, not remember where you first heard it. You'd be like, what?
Yeah, that's right.
And
It'll
then
just
I will
be Dana's
like,
idea forever.
Oh, it's not that I'm trying to take credit for the idea. It's that I want it to be this thing where you're just, like, you hear it and you don't even remember why you hear it that way.
Okay.
That's Inception.
I'm trying to make fetch happen with this. Oh, Mysidia!
Yep, this is where we're starting today.
I totally forgot we were in Mysidia.
Oh my gosh.
Let's play with the Super Nintendo music on for a while, and then I'll come back and revisit the town with the PSP music on.
Oh my god, the whoop whoop.
Then we'll
Love
do
that
this
so
first.
much. We totally have to take a second and listen to question marks from Final Fantasy VI.
Yeah.
It's doing exactly the same, like, this is how we do strangeness.
Yeah, it totally
Exactly.
is.
Lots of, like, rolled, like, you know, percussion.
This is the first piece in Final Fantasy IV where I feel like it's serious business time.
Yeah.
Everything up until now has been kind of like jovial and funny, except for like the whole fire burning bombing of Mist. That was bad. But
Right.
I hear it in that string thing.
But this is like epic, large-scale greatness here.
Yes, totally.
All right.
What's this one called? Anyone remember?
I do not remember what it's called. I'm gonna have to have
I
somebody else look
don't.
that up. The translation here is better, by the way, than we're used to in other versions of the game.
Totally painting my nails on stream in case you wonder why I'm looking down.
That's fine.
I was just feeling like green nail polish, so it's like Crayola crayon green too. It's not like
Nice.
olive.
I'm hoping to eventually have some whiskey delivered to me. That's the goal for my evening.
Ooh, yeah. So I'm drinking Crafted Artisan Meadery's lemon meringue pie.
Oh.
Wait. That's what you're drinking?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's a lemon meringue pie mead.
Sounds
Nice.
fantastic.
It does sound
Yeah,
really
Crafted's
amazing.
whole thing is that they do kind of unusual flavors. I think they do some standard meats, but they're more fun for their weird ones. They do like, I've had a peanut butter and jelly one from them that was kind of amazing. Their chocolate one is not my favorite, but they have a chocolate one. My favorite though was Baklava of the Future because it was like a cinnamon spiced mead.
That sounds awesome.
Oh yeah, it
It was
does.
my favorite.
That was really good.
I like that Palom uses the word sleaze in this translation.
Yeah. I don't. What was it before?
Please.
I don't remember.
I don't know, it wasn't as elegant though.
I also wondered what the original Japanese is. I'm gonna totally try and look up a Japanese script to this.
And we can-
I wonder if it's a play on Gaijin in Japanese.
Oh, well, maybe.
Like this foreigner. That would be make sense to me. And it'd be
Because he's
about the
from
level
Japan.
it'd be about the level of snark you'd expect from like a 12-year-old Japanese child as well.
Look at that face, too. Look at that, like, half wink. That's, like, the best side eye.
He's totally a dude bro in training.
I'm trying to think of something smart to say about this track other than it's so silly and fun.
I think the mallets
And March-like.
make it nice and whimsical.
Yeah.
Sort of fits with Mysidia.
Yes.
Yeah, it does.
Is it just kind of, like, they're from there? It's got a lighthearted child thing, but
Yeah.
it also
Well,
reflects
that's-
where they're from really well.
Yeah. Those folks are standing there like marking time for eternity. Their
Yeah.
little march.
Oh, that track was also called A Long Way to Go. I
Oh,
looked it up.
Okay.
that's cute. I'm trying to think what this
Oh, we
reminds
have
me of.
nothing worth selling. That's too bad. We actually need to save those. We just don't get the money right now. That's fine, we'll buy it when we get back.
all the roles.
I know.
But yeah, we should take a listen to question marks from Final Fantasy VI.
Yeah, I can do that. Give me a second. Let me bring up the YouTube page.
While we do that, we're just... I love the call and response of it. Like, sort of silly. And then the response a little more serious, but kind of sneaky. Because magic users are sneaky.
Alright, here's the full playlist. Which one is it? Is it also called What in some translations?
Yes, yeah.
Yes, it is. Okay. Let me bring up the stream.
Yeah.
This track makes me so happy.
My preview editor.
I think it's like Dorian, but I can't really tell. It doesn't really want to be in any particular mode.
Has a raised 7th at least, right? Bum bum bum.
It's on the lower end.
Yeah, so it doesn't actually like adhere to any.
Okay. Let's shift scenes now. See if I did this right.
Yes.
Nice, I did.
Oh my god. Having them play together is like everything I've ever needed in life.
That's only doing it for us. I'm sorry. It's not doing it for the rest of the stream.
Oh.
It has the same whoop whoop.
It does have the womp womp.
It's a higher pitched whoop whoop, but it's a similar whoop whoop.
Alright, let's go back to my city now here. Look at that, we've got smooth scene changes on stream this time. Slowly getting good at this.
Yeah.
Alright.
Oh, look at that. Looks fantastic.
That's one of those things you
So
pay
good.
pay for the expensive version to be able to do.
Yeah. So, are we gonna say that all of the things that those two things had in common is that like a new monster thing? Of like, here's how we do string.
Yeah, I think it is. Because that doesn't show up in like Chrono Trigger.
They're water. The rolling pitch compression. I mean, I don't have like a bunch of examples off the top of my head.
No, me neither. By the way, people who are reviewing not through Skype, how is the balance of everything? Do I need to adjust things? Are we good?
Sometimes I'm losing you and Dana. I honestly am.
Yeah, same.
Okay. I don't
It's just-
know what I
it's
can
a
do about Dana.
Why?
Because I hear her
Me neither.
fine.
Let me take a look. Let's go to work.
I know, right?
Is that the cha-cha slide?
Yeah, it is. I heard that today. That's why it's on my mind.
Alright, if the balance isn't bad for Spoonie Guard, I'm just going to leave it for now. Sometimes when the music is doing a lot of stuff, individual speakers on Skype get drowned out, and I'm not sure how to fix that.
I love that ramp up. I know we've talked about this already with that theme, but
It's so good.
It is
so
super good.
good.
We're going to do a tiny bit of leveling here to make the boss fight go easy. You'll notice that Palom learned Blizzara, and we want him to learn Thera, the Fire 2 spell, before we fight the boss.
honestly a good idea. I'm an over-leveler. I will never complain about you stopping to level up.
In fact,
Especially when you're about to lose all those levels.
actually, Porum Dead is fine. We don't care about her at all. She is useless. Only he
Aw.
matters.
That's horrible.
It's true, though. And he gains experience faster with her dead, so screw her. Yay, power leveling.
Wait, he gains more experience if she's dead? Is that how it always was?
Yes,
Don't they
because
divide it by the
you're
number
only
of
splitting
characters?
between 2 characters, not 3.
Is that how this was in the original SNES?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
I
how it
forgot.
works in all of the Final Fantasy games, even the first one. Okay, I'm not gonna level till Palom learns Flare. That's ridiculous. Though, in this game, you get to keep him, so, like, it's better here than it could have been.
Okay, so I did my coat of green here,
nice.
and now I have my Sephora, like, very quick drying drops. Have you ever used these for nail polish?
No.
No.
They're magnets. Well, I'm assuming Ryan hasn't, but it's just like an eyedropper, and it dries the nail polish, not instantly, but pretty close to it. Which, since I, like, don't have time for this crap, it's very helpful.
Yeah, I love the socialist Final Fantasies where experience points go to people that don't even fight.
There it is.
Yeah.
Confirmed. Save that state. Alright.
Oh. Those are some horrifying nightmare creatures right there.
That's true. Party members who join later join at the average level of experience. If you level now, it does affect, like, Edge later.
I appreciate that so much.
The one exception to that is Dark Knight Cecil. His level does not matter in the slightest.
No, it does not.
That's why you don't want to overlevel at this moment, because, like, it just does not benefit you.
I love that. Whack on the head.
That's a good sound for the
Forgive
whack.
Yeah, it is.
I'm interested in the Japanese for her, because she's overly polite in the English, and I'm sure that she's even more overly polite in the Japanese.
Right, the Japanese.
Yeah.
Well, Japanese has this lovely thing called honorifics. So there's so many levels of talking to people.
Right.
Garmilione, otherwise known as Mylon in the original.
Yeah, that's a horrible
Scaramouche,
translation, though. This
Scaramouche,
is
will
accurate.
you do the fandango? Scarmiglione. Sounds
love-
like an Italian dessert.
It does.
Yeah, aren't all the poor fiends Italian?
What am I thinking of? Is it
Here, all of the
Scaglione?
elemental fiends are named from Dante's Inferno.
Right. I was like, what is it? Because I remember reading Dante's Inferno and being like, oh my god, it's Final Fantasy.
That's where he
Wait
got
a minute.
the idea, from Final
It's
Fantasy
actually-
IV.
Oh man.
That's how we get children into the classics, you know.
Yeah.
Okay, I was thinking of Scaglione, which there's a beautiful recipe here for a muscat spiked. So it has wine in it.
Spiked anything sounds great
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah, it's basically a custard.
Once Oliver quits crabbing and Addie has to quit dealing with him, I get whiskey. That's what I want.
Did we listen to this theme in the new arrangement?
We could very quickly.
I don't think so.
Oh, we did, because this sounds more banjo-y.
Yes, and I don't like the
Yes,
synths here.
that's
This
right.
is really annoying to me.
Like instead of marimba rolls, it sounds like a banjo roll or
Yeah.
strum.
Let's turn
Nobody
it off.
wants that.
This is much better. There's some of the PSP tracks I'll defend, but not that one. Ooh, also we can't fight them. Not doing that.
Hey, fella. What's up, man?
Yay, Tella.
He reminds me of a painting that we have in the Cleveland Museum of Art. Let me pull it up.
Okay. So it turns out Final Fantasy IV After Years actually develops Tella's character significantly more. And he is the only sage living right now. The only person who knows both white and black magic.
That's so lonely.
Oh.
Like, he's old enough that he is retired, but he's a huge deal in Mysidia. The Elder knows him as well. In After Years, the sequel to this, Palom is training to be a sage. He wants to be like Tella.
Funny. I love that.
It's also the Red Wings theme in fanfare form.
Really?
Da-da,
Oh, yeah.
da-da-da.
I keep like thinking you're talking about the hockey team, but you're not.
I'm fine.
Okay. How much reminds me of the portrait of the Danny I'm like, not. During the they're actually like.
Hey Dana,
Dana,
I'm
can't
losing
hear
you
you.
at least.
Yeah.
You gotta
I'm
lean
still
way
getting
in.
Lean in as they put the faces. I forget her name now. You're right. Is he wearing like 3D glasses?
Well, they're actually, they believe that oil lamps could damage the eyes, and so they would wear these like shades to try, if they were tinted, to try to prevent.
By the way, the reason I'm running from a lot of fights right now is, I don't know if everyone viewing knows this, Cecil's Dark Sword cannot hurt the zombies. So when I fight anything with zombies, I run away. I'm not dealing with that.
That's her whole butt.
That is
Sorry.
her entire butt. Yes, that is a
My
butt
God.
there.
I do not approve of this graphic.
The original Super Nintendo graphic is pretty butt heavy as well.
I don't remember it.
She needs to pull like a Britney Spears and wear like the really low slung jeans, but then have like the G-string underwear like popping out of it.
I feel like no thanks.
Well, you know, would it be better?
It'd be funnier? I don't know if funnier is better in this context. Also, I'm about to use a tent, so this one fight with undead stuff I'll do. Fine.
She has this, like, the way she's, like, leaning in, she kind of reminds me of, like, the Willy Wonka meme that's, like, oh, tell me about it.
Very condescending.
Oh my god. Googling Wonka meme to try to find a good one, there's just, like, I'm spoiled for choice. There's too many good ones.
There's so many good ones that there's also so many bad ones. It's just been so overused.
Yeah. Bah.
Zombies are the worst. Okay.
My favorite one was always, oh, you're wearing a North Face jacket? You must go up and see it. I have to find that one. There it is.
So getting Tornado was really sick there. I wish I could do that on the boss. Alright, here we go. Boss time.
Mylon.
Yeah, see, this is too
Not
many
yet.
zombies. I'm absolutely not doing that. No.
Too many zombies.
Ooh,
I will
question
enjoy
marks.
killing them all.
See, with the question marks, that's the perfect time for that track from FF6. Bum, 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 bum.
I really like this particular track, actually. I think it's awesome.
And you know it's scary because there's so many half steps. I'll never really tire of this boss theme. I enjoy it so.
By the way, in most versions of the game, I don't know if everybody knows this, the twin dual cast spell that the twins can do is absolutely a waste of your time.
Can you
Assuming
repeat that? I missed it.
Never twin cast with Palom and Porum. You shouldn't
Why?
do it ever. It takes 4 times as long as Palom just casting.
Yeah, you're right.
What if you want to like Wonder Twin it? You know, shape of water.
What's really sad is in after years, everybody gets double text and triple text like it's Chrono Trigger, and the two of them have that move still, but it still takes too long. You still shouldn't do it.
Na, 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 na. Yay, chromaticism and a bass ostinato. That is awesome. What else did we say before? That rise, the rise of the half step fall, such a Final Fantasy IV thing.
Okay, so I didn't want to tell everybody to auto attack. That was dumb.
I feel like that bum, 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 that like slow
Yes.
stepping up.
Yeah,
And then this
that
cool, like,
sequential
bass
climb.
section.
Yeah.
This is an excellent boss theme.
And then it goes into this like, we can do it, guys. Thing.
Yeah, like it's like emotional. Like you're up to like go back to the loop, right? Really, just back to chromatic.
I think one thing that makes this a particularly good boss theme is the way it links back into the beginning of the loop, and it like makes you want the loop to start over.
Yeah, it does.
Yes, it's like so.
It's so
Yeah.
seamless. That crying animation. I mean, I can't falter. There is power in crying. It makes people so uncomfortable.
It's true.
I mean, there's a good reason for that, though, right? Like, it's generally not good when it occurs.
What's happening to me? You're merely changing into a different form.
Alright, now, secret to doing this right. You must go save and heal again.
Go back. Yes.
I'm dead serious
see.
about this. This is the correct way to do this fight.
Wonder
I agree.
if he's like fell into the deep ravine. That's like the only quote I remember from this whole game. Fall into the deep ravine. That's where I learned the word ravine was from Final Fantasy IV.
You know, was it Will had a Twitter thing a while back about like words that you learned from video games growing up?
Fiend.
Yeah, it was Will. That was an excellent thread.
I learned from Fiend. I learned from this too because I called them Fens.
If you really know what you're doing, and of course I did it because I want to get through this easily, I've already swapped the rows of the characters here.
Ah, yes. Die.
This one is
They fall into the deep ravine. That's terrible translation. You can't just say die.
I'll bet you that this is far more accurate than the other.
Man. I quit. Oh, is this our first for Fiend song?
Yes, it is.
Maybe.
Song. Yes, I call it song. I don't call it track or cue. I love this because it switches meter. It's like ambiguous. It's not just like your normal like drum track boss theme.
But it still checks so many of those boxes. The meter changes are so quintessential.
Got the same
Ludomusicology boss
instrumentation.
theme.
Yeah. Especially the final boss does it too. This is much closer in like metrical and rhythmic style to the final boss theme. Which is sort of how you can kind of gauge the intensity of the whole sequence of battle. An awful noise. Oh, tritones.
Tritones in a boss theme? Never.
Even this boss theme still has like the climbing sequence of you're gonna get through this.
In my
You have
junior,
this little like flamenco moment.
you're like snapping.
I only hear it in this game. To be fair.
Da 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 da. There you go. There's the whole thing. What I was gonna say? Oh, in my like junior year like independent paper, I argued something about this track being so different from like just the regular boss and battle themes that's harder to fall into a groove because of all the metrical changes that it actually kind of keeps your attention a little bit. You don't really get into the same groove of just like pressing A and like waiting for everything to be over as you would when you're like building up levels and stuff.
Yeah.
You fall into the deeper veins, Scarmiglione.
Chameleone! You have to Giada De Laurentiis this.
I'm gonna save right here because I want to hear this with both versions of the soundtrack.
Yes.
Specifically this track.
Track, so good.
That low drone, you're like,
Like shit.
shit.
Yeah.
The shit track, yeah.
Every game needs one.
Especially because it itself incorporates silence
Yeah.
in a way that like very few game tracks ever do.
Right. We'll come back to this Super Nintendo version in just a second, by the way. I do want to mention I love that instrument up top. But let's switch over for now and see what else happens.
There. Whole butt.
I love how long they're willing to wait between the strikes as well.
Because they want to let it echo, right?
The echo effect on the arrangement is actually really cool, by the way. I like this. It's more clearly a piano instrument instead of a chiptune.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm okay with it.
It's piano
I'm
plus
not
harp, I think, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not offended by it.
There is some sort of bass drum action going on, but that's it.
I feel like
Back to the original.
my thesis statement here for the new versions are, I ain't mad at it. Like,
Some of them, though, I am mad at.
there's very few. Like, most of them, I don't like them more than the original, but they are fine.
That's true.
Yeah, I don't mean it like in the
The
you ask
meme
your
with
girlfriend how she's doing and she goes, I'm fine. I don't mean that. I mean fine and dandy.
Mm.
the new graphical effect of the Dark Knight stepping through is way better than it was in the original. That's very cool.
Does it seem like kind of early in the game for this to happen?
This is quite early.
When I was a kid playing this, it wasn't, because it took me forever to get here. So
That's a good point. I remember being struck by it, though, that it seemed like it should be... I played this game a lot later than most of the other Final Fantasies. So I'd already kind of gotten into the character as well. And I think
yeah.
Oh, so I want to talk about this. In this game and the original Japanese release, remember that Dark Knight Cecil, the player, can do the move that he's doing right now. The Dark Wave. I've used it a couple times. In the Super Nintendo game, you could not do that. Which means...
That one?
Yes, that one. The puzzle, as a result, is a lot harder to figure out. Because when you use that move, it costs you a percentage of your hit points to use it. And so the way to beat this guy is to defend, not strike, and let him kill himself. And
Right.
if
I
you-
can barely hear you, but what I heard
Okay, I'll fix that real quick.
is that the Dark Knight version only doesn't actually, you can't do that
Oh, right.
move in the original ones.
In the
Except
original one,
it's
you cannot
only
do
using-
the Dark Wave move. That's correct.
Right, that like...
Right. But what you can do, so you don't know how to solve the puzzle. Here, you know how to do it. It's way more interesting when you can understand the puzzle, I think. Because in the original Super Nintendo game, you just kind of have to experiment with it.
Mm-hmm.
But from a gameplay perspective, the puzzle makes more sense here.
Now we hear our major mode version of the Red Wings, aka Dark Knight theme, that we now understand is like the Dark Knight theme.
That's right.
Also, Sean acting.
Oh yeah, we wanted to like have him maybe
Had a good
on
paper on
sometime.
this.
Yeah, let's see for the episode we get the Lunar Whale. We'll see if we can get him on, because he talked about that track a lot.
Yeah,
And we'll discuss both airship tracks with him.
yeah. So maybe we'll say we won't recount his arguments. We'll hopefully let him talk about them. If he's unavailable, then we will do all the spoilers and summarize his argument. 'Cause
Yeah,
it
that
was
sounds good.
fun paper.
I'm with Karen, by the way. Paladin was
You
Stern
learned Paladin.
Brightblade from Dragonlance, not Cecil
Yes.
Harvey.
Yes.
Nice.
Yes, it was. Thank you.
Specifically,
It was. Absolutely.
I learned Fiend not from this game, but from Dragon Warrior. They talk about the Archfiend,
Oh, nice.
which is just such a great name.
I will say that the gold standard for, like, class change moments was this moment for me.
I don't know if I learned any words from video games. It's kind of sad. The only one I can think of is Matic.
Mm.
Might have learned Matic from Faxanadu.
Which you have awesome leggings for.
That's right.
Oh, I just remember being so disappointed.
Because
In
Cecil's
this
level 1
moment.
and crappy.
Because Cecil's level 1, he's crappy. He's not as attractive.
Yeah, you're like, what did I do this for?
He's not as attractive.
That was definitely part of it
I
for
will
me.
say, remember in the Super
You're saying you
Nintendo
have the bad
version,
boy thing?
he was
Yeah.
yellow and blue, and now he's like all like silver in this remake.
Yellow and
Yeah.
blue. I don't remember the yellow.
Yeah, he was like golden colored, with a little bit of like blue going on and red highlights. Here he's like blue cape, silver.
Oh my gosh, I just found the coolest Tella cosplay that I'm gonna post. I was just looking up photos.
Okay, yeah, this we want to see.
Trying to find a good image of Tella, and it's like freaking amazing. I love cosplayer.
Oh man.
Isn't that great?
Hold on, I'm gonna take a moment. Okay, that's sick.
That's so good.
It's super good. That's the best thing.
I always wished I had more like sewing skills / a sewing machine. I think cosplay is so cool, but I don't really have a lot of. I'm a very crafty person, so I feel like I would take well to it. But I don't currently possess any of the skills I need.
I have been to 2 Distant Worlds concerts. I do like the contrast between people who are dressed to go to a classical symphony concert and people in cosplay.
Yeah, that's my favorite.
And me in like jeans. Yeah. Ooh.
I like this theme. We're gonna give it a minute.
Clarinet.
Is that a bassoon at the bottom?
Yes.
Sure, we'll call it that.
It doesn't seem bass clarinet-y.
Let's see what the arrangement does.
It might be though.
No.
No.
Wait, but I thought you were playing the arrangement one.
Oh, that sounds like Kids Bop.
This sounds very different from the original.
Yeah, it does.
This does sound like Kids Bop. Why is there a drum set?
Why do they add strings and take away the cool winds, too?
Yeah, birds need woodwinds. They need, like, especially chocobos, they need, like, derpy woodwinds.
Yeah.
I think the Chocobo theme is all about the mallet roll.
We got our... Yes.
The only version of the Chocobo theme I don't like is actually Final Fantasy VI's. That's the one arrangement there I think is garbage.
It's
It has
so...
that cool siren effect
special.
at the beginning.
It's so...
Oh, what do you know? I have enough money to buy all this cool stuff now. Let's do it.
The door just blast open.
So I should say, I did a Final Fantasy 15 crossover event with Assassin's Creed, and I got a freaking chocobo to ride
In Assassin's Creed, right?
in Assassin's Creed.
Yeah, isn't that badass?
It's weird. I don't feel right about it.
That's not the right answer. It's badass. It's awesome.
Some of these game crossovers weird me out.
I love... You're really dense, huh?
Yeah, he kind of is, though.
Ooh, a legend. Here we go. The only shirt that I almost bought on Redbubble for this game it was this text.
Nice. I love this poem. Also, I will say this is a very long inscription for a sword.
Yeah.
Yeah, where did they put all these words?
You could carve it into the blade. Or the hilt is just huge.
Yeah.
It's like a Cloud Strife-sized sword.
Yeah.
It's worth mentioning this is the first game where that tune has the melody come in. The Famicom games have just the arpeggios.
Love this game. The oh man, it's serious now theme.
You can also tell that like when the Elder speaks in this version of the game, like a real English translator knew to make him sound smart and old and educated, as opposed to like just barely getting words across.
It's been a minute.
In case anybody else wants to waste their money, here is the legend printed on a woman's tank top. But you can easily change what you want it printed on because Redbubble is magic.
That's sick.
So true.
Also, I always want to buy the stickers, but I don't have anything to put them on.
I know. I'm having that trouble right now myself.
I'm always like, oh, that's cute, but it's like, where am I going to put this? I don't put things on my MacBook, because that freaks me out.
I just love how this game really utilizes character themes. I mean, the other ones do too, but like, this is probably the first one that really does.
The leitmotif thing?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, I wouldn't go... I don't know if I like the word leitmotif here, because nothing really gets developed. When the character's on screen, the theme plays.
Same track.
It's not like Final Fantasy VI, where like other pieces become recontextualized by ongoing events and musical happenings.
Except maybe seasonal theme.
We'll say it's like is it Royal Brown that talks about the signpost leitmotif? That the way it gets used in a lot of film is very simplistic and just like, hey, look, it's a character.
It might be more accurate.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just gonna say the Red Wing / Cecil's theme is more of a consistent.
That's true.
And the music too comes back motifically a lot.
There's so much development of that theme.
Yeah.
In different ways.
Hey,
I mean, we just heard the major...
I like the arranged version of this we're hearing now.
Yeah, I actually like this.
This is very good. Let's go back to the original. Okay, so this is a case where I feel like sample quality actually makes a huge difference. Uematsu really wants the full orchestra here, and he can't quite get it on the Super Nintendo.
How do you know what he wants?
There are some pieces where like it's clear the chiptune sound is fine, and remember that this soundtrack was originally developed for the Famicom and then converted.
Well, Super Famicom, right?
No, Final Fantasy IV started development as an NES game.
Yeah.
Ew. Well, at least they had an extra channel to play with.
And actually, famously, the reason there's a large jump in complexity of like multi-channel work between 4 and 5 is because Uematsu is famously not happy with this soundtrack.
Which is
Yeah,
funny,
he
'cause I
said
think
he had
it's
a
one
lot
of
of.
his
He said he had a lot of trouble trying to figure it out because he's just
Right.
trying to figure out like the technology too and trying
That's
to
right.
convert everything.
And I forget what Japanese game was released that he was like, this game whipped us. Why we need to really step it up. I think it might have been ActRaiser by Enix. Because at the time it would have been an Enix title. Alright, we don't actually go anywhere, we go here now.
Oh my god.
That's horrifying. That's like what my nightmares sound like.
Okay, so this track, scare quotes if you will, is new to the PSP as an arrangement. Because the sound effects were way different on the Super Nintendo, and I like this a lot better.
Sounds like A Devil's Road for sure.
Right. It bears quick mention, because I don't know if we're actually going to get around to doing it. In After Years, the Devil's Road is a dungeon. You have to walk through it. It's not just a one-way warp. And we were gonna save very quickly. And then we're gonna go get stuff done.
Sometimes you just feel like we're home. Aww.
I think that this track is my second most towny track of all the Energy Town themes. Final Fantasy II takes the cake, though.
I was gonna ask what your top was, yeah.
The top one is certainly, let me pause so I can sing and not have the music. The Final Fantasy II town theme is Do, Re, Mi, Fa, Sol, La, Ti, Do is how you know you're home.
It's a major scale.
It's the full major scale before it does anything else. It's so stable.
Yeah. It's perfect.
Oh, I'm gonna teach my students that next week. Thank you. We're all trying to learn Soulfish, so.
Perfect.
Nice.
The same. I never get the same ever.
You thought you were home, and now you have the boss battle theme. How rude.
Yeah. God, I love the soup so much.
I like that the combat music does not stop. That's very cool.
Yeah. This is one of the situations where you might think, oh, should I just defend? Because I think he's my friend.
Right.
And, like, I just had that situation where I had to defend against my mirror image self or whatever, to be a paladin. And, like, no, you just die, right?
Right, yeah, you have to wreck him.
No, you have to, like, hurt Yang. I love that about this game.
As a reward for doing this fight, I will
So
show
many,
everybody
like,
what I am going to be
How
having
many
very
fights
shortly.
you weren't sure is like this part of the narrative, or do I have to really fight? And a lot of that is music too, but
I think this fight is included, by the way, to give you a moment to appreciate what Tella can do now. Because Tella has the level 3 black magic spells now, like, he is sick. By the way, it's worth mentioning, I did it here. Slow works on a lot of bosses in this game.
I love that.
And it's very good.
It's like Vanish X Zone in FF6. Works on way too many people.
Yeah. And if you find the item that casts slow, the spider silk, in this game, it will work on absolutely everything.
wow.
It bypasses immunity completely. Oh, also, since I'm going to lose Tella soon enough, you'll notice that I can cast Meteor right now, if I had the magic to do it.
Whoa!
Tella only has 90 MP, and it costs
Right.
99. And no matter how much you level him, he does not gain magic
Yes.
points when he levels.
No matter how much leveling, this
You're
game
stuck
like
at 90.
makes you over level for pointless reasons.
No, that is a very good reason, though, that he can't ever cast Meteor. Which we'll be getting to probably next time.
I can't remember anything. You have amnesia.
Alright, so as a reward for finishing that, I get fancy chocolate and Templeton Rye whiskey.
Ooh.
What? I'm jealous. And I'm drinking fancy mead.
That's good.
Wait, what type of chocolate?
Something we bought at World Market that was fancy. I will tell you.
Now I want chocolate. I'm jealous.
Yeah.
Ooh, it's good too.
I don't have any chocolate in me.
This is a very nice dark chocolate, and it's
Okay.
really good with the whiskey.
That's good.
I bet.
It is. Addie is holding the bar up for me. Icelandic chocolate.
Oh, that's my favorite. I love that stuff.
Yeah, here you go. Thank you, Addie. It's very good, and the Templeton whiskey is also good. I highly recommend it. If anyone likes
I also
rye whiskey, this is it.
I also recommend the Templeton Rye. It is also quite good. I have appreciated it.
One of my grandfathers lives about 10 miles from Templeton, Iowa. So ever since I've been old enough to drink it, I've been drinking it. That's the nice thing about big exposition dumps in Japanese role-playing games, is that they afford you the opportunity to consume liquor and have chocolate. Hooray! Chocolate.
Ding dong 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 dong. I always like that little cute all set.
Yeah. me
Yeah.
It's very out of character, I think.
Yeah.
So I need to decide who we're going to use in the end game, because this game you actually get a choice. This version of the game, I should say. And the reason I bring that up now is because Yang is a very strong contender, believe it or not. So, other than the fact that there's a dimple in the wall there's no real cue as to the fact that, like, this wall isn't a wall. From this dungeon forward, there's a lot of that type of stuff in this game. And I don't like it one bit. Even though I know where most of the cool stuff is, I think it's dumb that there's so many hidden passages. And the Super Nintendo version of the game is based on the easy mode version, so oftentimes there'll be like ugly teal shadows.
Ryan,
in the
you're
wall.
dropping out.
Can you guys hear me now?
Yes.
Okay. Let me turn this up. There we go. A lot of the time on the Super Nintendo version, there would be ugly teal shadows in the wall.
Yeah.
Those are gone here, which is good, because they were ugly as sin. But...
I've lost you again. Cannot hear you at all.
Can you hear me now?
Tiny bit.
Tiny bit. Ooh, how do I fix that? Good?
Yeah, that was good.
That's a little better.
Okay, let me do this. I'll just set my levels really, really, really high. we'll just do that. Let me go to the stream, see what I can do about that.
It's always when the music's doing a lot of stuff. Like,
Yeah.
Into the Darkness is it's whimsical but intense.
Maybe I just need to lower the game volume a little bit.
Maybe. Just a little.
How's that?
Much better.
Me.
Alright, we'll just leave it there for now. Alright, now we've got the stream. And here, everybody still hears me fine?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, good. You know, I've not had a fight this entire time. In this
Yeah, what's
dungeon.
Surprising.
I'm pretty okay with that. So, like, here. This is not a dead end, but it's dumb. It's absolutely dumb.
What was the hourglass in the original game?
All of these are either potions, ethers, or phoenix downs in the easy type version of the game. All of these in-combat items cease to exist.
Weren't they just called, like, life and cure as items, though?
It's Cure 1 potion, Cure 2 potion for high potions.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right, yeah.
The other thing is you could buy ethers in Super Nintendo. You can't do that here. Until you get to the moon, you can never purchase an ether.
The moon.
Yeah, also that door used to actually be a door. With a save point.
Spoilers.
Look, it's still kind of like a mouse door.
Right. Yeah, I've not had a lot of fights here. This is weird.
It is weird.
You have... Oh, never mind.
I'm gonna take what I get. For some reason, Windows 10 wants to keep turning my mic level down, and I don't know why that's the case.
Oh.
That's what's happening.
Yes.
Is it trying to balance out or something?
I don't know, I wish it would just let me dictate what I want, right?
Yeah.
Oh, like, this is a sword here. Why is that hit? Like, this game is dumb sometimes. There's no reason why you should know that that's there.
So the other, if I think that Tella's glasses look like the portrait of Nathaniel Olds, I think Yang looks like Hulk Hogan. Particularly if you look at the Amano portrait for him.
Whose art is this?
Yoshitaka Amano.
Oh, you mean
That's
for the
a mono?
for the PSP game, you mean? Or
What?
are you asking who did the art for the PSP game, or who did the art...
No, I was asking the art for Dana's Link because it didn't look like a mono to me.
It is Amano, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And here's our castle theme.
Yeah.
That ain't right.
Oh yeah, we talked about that.
Something's up with that. Ugh. Also a good ramp into it. Just like there's a good opening to the boss theme and a good opening to the world map. Oh man, y'all. Anybody that's friends with Matthew Thompson on Facebook, he just posted the greatest headshot from like 2002.
Yeah, I saw that.
Oh, it's so good. Somebody posted that they're getting a slight Justin Timberlake vibe from the No Strings Attached album.
Oh my gosh.
So good.
Something
Nice.
smells fishy. The other quote, I don't know, I remember all the Four Fiends quotes. But I don't fall into the deep ravine and then something smells fishy.
Yeah, something's wrong.
It's something smells fishy.
Like a monster?
Ugh. They remove all the character. I hate this translation. Fail.
Fail.
Oh wait, no, I'm sorry. It's not bacon. It's Great. It's the it's after this, right? Never mind. I'm not gonna say anything anymore.
Oh,
I'm
actually,
done.
you're right. The something smells fishy is later, I think.
Yeah. I just remember it. I just for some reason remember it in that corridor.
It's all good.
Bacon isn't, or bygone. Let bygones be bygones. It's not an Italian name. That's how we know. And it's also not a Four Fiends theme.
I've totally forgot that he cast Reflect. I'm so dumb. Yeah.
Thank
I'm
you.
just gonna bask in the boss theme all the time.
It's such a weird.
I hate
Boss.
gimmick bosses.
Oh no, Molly, I'm out of mead. You have to go get me something else. Molly's not impressed. Like, go get it yourself. I am a cat.
I'm a cat.
How
Her
close
life
is,
is
how
in
close is the
boxes.
end of the semester for everybody?
I just gave my midterm today, so 5 more weeks.
You're on a weird trimester system. You don't count.
Yeah,
I also have
that
5 more
don't
weeks.
count.
I have 5 more weeks, but that's like teaching at the high school, so
Ah, that makes sense.
yeah.
Okay.
We're done next.
Although, prom is this weekend, apparently, for them.
That's pretty early.
Yeah, it does seem pretty early. Especially because they're doing state testing this week. The schedule's been really awful.
That stinks.
It's one of those, like, the morning is all testing, and then the afternoon they do, like, 4 of the 9 periods, and so you have to check the schedule. It's like, oh, today it's 9, it's 3, 2. It's really frustrating.
I really dislike this boss because you don't have a good way of dealing a lot of damage to it. And it just takes forever as a result.
Yeah, but he has like snakes for arms. It must that just stinks.
Yeah, you do. Cat on the stream.
Twitch cat.
Which cat? You're so twitchy, Molly.
If you guys watch Smooth McGroove on YouTube, I really like that he always brings his cat in.
Yeah! Or his cat decides to come in. Where do you want to be right now? So cute. Even when she puts her tail on my face, she's still the cutest. You love that. You have no awareness, no spatial awareness.
How is his right arm not dead?
I know, right?
I
always preferred the
if, like,
bosses.
the rest of you is dead, the arm is dead. I know Jack dead, but
Alright, that's good enough. The arm can go now.
where do you want to be right now? You have to make some decisions.
Oh, I wasn't fast enough.
Okay.
Dog cameo. Dog cameo.
That's okay.
Oh, puppy!
So many animals.
We just want to be famous.
Alright, so just like Scarmiglione, now we have to go heal again right now.
Yeah. Okay. You can't knock the microphone over, though. I draw the line and knocking the microphone.
Yeah, knocking the microphone over would be a bad idea.
Yeah, Molly.
All set.
Oh my god.
Right,
So
I think
fun!
lowering the game volume a little bit, by the way, did the trick as far as my microphone is concerned.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
it's much better.
it's been great for a while.
Yeah, I'll have to remember to keep doing that. Alright, we actually need to do that. And now we're good.
You know, Molly's being so cute, I was gonna get another drink. Hey!
Duffer. Ooh, that noise.
Ooh. That doesn't bode well.
This guy's super easy if you know the trick.
He should smell fishy. Wait, I don't remember.
He does
Why are they
smell
all
fishy.
Italian?
Cagnazzo.
Pignazzo.
I remember fighting this boss in 3 times in a row.
Alright, I'll be right back while we fight the weird water bug.
He's actually vulnerable to ice, but thunder prevents the water tsunami.
Huh.
So the ideal strategy is to have Palom cast his low-level thunder, and then have Tella do this. It hits him like a truck.
I see. In the original SNES, it was Kain-Azo, like Kain Azo, and I always assumed there was some sort of relationship with the character Kain that was just never explicated in any way. And then I realized it was just a poor translation.
Yep. Also, relatively unknown in this game, multiple casts of Protect will stack.
Ooh,
I
that's
did
fun.
not know that.
That's why I keep doing it.
Bottle opener. Ah. Finally, why didn't you remind me that I needed a bottle?
How did you beat it so fast? I mean, I know you just explained it, but still.
Yeah, if you know what you're doing, that's a very easy
I
fight.
never knew what I was doing. I was like 7. Jealous.
Oh man, I forgot these have pull-up lids and then corks.
Ooh, man. So, who's seeing Infinity War tomorrow?
That comes out tomorrow?
It's out already.
Yes. Or midnight, right?
It's midnight tonight. But
The
y'all
most
are
ambitious
here.
crossover event in history.
So many memes. Who is this snippy octogenarian?
I could say the same thing to you.
Damn. I'm half your age and then some.
Alright. G-Court.
I love, so now we'll have another geezer on board.
With that side-eye, that, like, constant side-eye. That repulsive friend is my twin brother. Oh, I love it.
I hated Problem as I was always like appreciated Porum as a character much more when I was
Spoony
young.
Bard is correct, by the way. In the Super Nintendo version, both Lightning 3 and Ice 3 will one-shot the boss.
Yeah.
Alright, this is like taking me back to undergrad, when I thought that like there was nothing fancier on this earth than Lindemann's Lambic. I saw it in the store and it was actually pretty cheap, so I was like, oh my god, I have to. I got the raspberry, the framboise.
Oh my god.
So many memories.
It's the run music. But you can't really go anywhere.
Nope.
That's like Star Wars crash factor. Oh, but I hate this part.
I hate it too!
I'm just remembering what happened. I hate this. No. Ugh. Guys. Also, there's no way you're that strong.
I will say I love the silence here immediately.
Yeah, because everyone, it like shows everyone like punching the gut.
Right. The music doesn't trigger until you hit the button.
And isn't this track called Cry and Shadow?
Yeah, I
I
think so.
have it as Sorrow and Lost, but that's probably the same.
Yeah, take any track titles with a grain of salt. Always.
Yes.
Right. I will say I like that Tello's like, oh, I can fix that. And like they tell you, the player, that it's not happening.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Magic can't fix everything. Yeah, but Tello, there's only one of you.
Everyone has sad face.
Oh.
You have so many people to avenge right now, Tella.
That's true. I hope he's keeping a list.
I know,
Stupid
right?
Cecil. He's the dumbest character. Meanwhile.
Well, who knows?
Love that.
Maybe we will get the twins back at the end of this game and be able to play with them instead of Rydia and Rosa if we want to.
That'd be fun.
It's very Darth Vader-esque. I mean, there's so much Star Warsian stuff in Final Fantasy games, but still.
For sure.
Oats.
Ew.
So, when I was talking about Tella keeping a list, when I was searching for images of him, I found a Tella Santa Claus that is kind of adorable
That's pretty
On it.
excellent.
on Instagram. Because he's got a little bag, and he's so cute.
I love Sid's giant beard in this version of the game.
It is pretty excellent.
Nice
He looks like
return
he
of
could
the
tell
Red
me
Wings.
a lot about craft beer. I guess this is technically a beer I'm drinking. I never really thought of it that way because it tastes like candy.
Wait,
But
is it a beer or a cider? The lemon pie thing.
I'm past
Enterprise.
I have moved on to the Lindemann's Framboise,
Aha, okay.
which I only got because it reminded me of undergrad. But apparently they described it as a beer. So.
By the way, Enterprise is a reused name. That's also the second airship in Final Fantasy III.
Yeah.
It's also the name of a ship that went on a 5-year mission to explore strange new worlds.
I gotta go deal with dog stuff. He's not well at the moment, so I'm gonna bounce. But I'll check back in on the stream in a bit.
Okay.
Hearts!
I hope your dog is
Get
okay.
well,
Yeah,
Give
he's
the dog
good.
good
doggy.
Yeah, I'll be back.
Okay.
See you in a bit.
Yep.
To seek out new life and new civilizations. To boldly go where no man has gone before.
Thank you.
It's Enterprise.
It's also a rental car
What's on
company.
Star Trek this year? I'm all about it.
I like the Star Trek and Star Wars references in Final Fantasy.
Yeah.
Yeah, so are any of you guys get the Star Trek book? I don't have any idea who else is in it.
In the what?
The Star Trek book that Jessica Getman and Evan Ware.
Oh, I don't even know about that.
That sounds
Oh.
awesome, though. I want it
Star Trek.
immediately.
I'm writing a chapter and it's going to be real fun.
Very nice.
Oh, cool.
I have no idea who else is in it. Will might be writing something? I don't know.
Wait. Where is this?
This is Troya.
No, it's not. What? The music is the regular music.
Oh, I'm not in the castle. I'm in the town, Julian.
Oh, I forgot. I thought all of it was. Interesting.
I like this town. It's very pastoral. Are you sunbathing though? You have a lot of clothes on.
Yeah. Chicago sunbathing when it's 50 degrees in late April.
Right.
Exactly.
Woo! It's the
Like,
highest
why
temperature
are you
it's
swimming in
been.
your armor? It'll rust.
I love that. I've always loved that line.
Yes, I love it.
What do we think about the creepy old man watching them swim?
He's just like hiding in the flowers.
I love go find your own place.
Yeah, like we're all here for the same reason. In this woman-only place,
We're assuming.
sort of.
There's a naming way, right?
Bunny person. Oh, is naming way?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, look at
I didn't realize naming way was like a creature.
so cute. Ooh, Whisperweed. I like that. It's evocative.
Yeah, Whisperweed. Oh, I gotta turn my levels up again. Damn it.
Damn.
Alright, there we go. Whisperweed is the new substitute for what Edward gives you. It's a
Which is
much
what, attitude?
It's a much better translation, actually. This is the track you wanted, by the way, Julian.
Yes.
I love the frogs. That was my favorite part.
I'll turn
of
on the
this
Super
castle
Nintendo
as a
when I
kid.
get in a minute.
Yeah.
But this is
Yeah,
the
closer
arrangement.
to the Celtic Moon version,
Yep.
but not quite.
Did you order extra?
All right, back to the Super Nintendo stuff.
I would totally take one.
You have a make.
Do you guys have insomnia cookies where you are?
Yes.
No.
It's like totally an invention for like college kids. I think they started
Yes.
on college campuses.
On campus. Yeah.
Delivery like fresh baked hot cookies. Oh, here we get his cool thing that we want to make into an etude.
Oh, speaking of which, I meant to link you. You know that it has been made into a string quartet etude, a really flipping great one.
A string etude or a harp etude?
String quartet.
Neat. Link it.
I'm about to.
I'm gonna eat this cookie.
There it is in 3 movements. Yeah, it's a gorgeous string quartet arrangement, I think.
I gotta record some of my arrangements. If that type of stuff flies, I have so many things.
Do it.
Well, Joe and I should say Joe, he just ordered these like real fancy mics because Liam and I are recording these Let's Plays, and they're like professional. What are they? What is the microphone?
They're sure SM58s.
What 58s?
Sure SM58s.
Sure SM58s.
Oh, yeah, the SM58 is like a gold standard.
It's like real classic.
It's the
I
microphone
could have
that
said
everybody
anything.
Yeah. So we can do some actual recordings, get some pretty decent things.
Yeah, I've been using for a while now this AT2020. I don't know if you guys can see it. It's not bad.
I don't know what I'm on right now. It's big. It's like a cool podcasty looking thing.
I got this at the Sweetwater Sound headquarters event day in the summertime. They invite people out to their headquarters. And they had like a helicopter there for Owen to check out and all sorts of ridiculousness. Whole bunch of sound companies. Way cool, expensive stuff that I'll never afford.
Yeah, there's a Game Grumps where they talk about their audio setup, and their microphones are like $1,000 a piece.
I'll bet.
Which, makes sense, because this is what they do for a living, but it's like, whoa, okay, we're not going to do that.
Wait, before I do that, actually... I forgot to stay at the inn, so I'm gonna finish this fight and go heal. And then we'll get down to business. Sweetwater is the best, by the way. And it's not just because they mail you candy when you order stuff, though that helps a lot. Yeah, Sweetwater's awesome.
That chocolate cookie with the raspberry lambic is really a good combination. I always love how in these video games there's like so many beds and they're all in just one room. So you're like sharing a room with anybody else who comes to the inn.
Yeah, it's like a hostel or something.
Sometimes, like, your whole party is in one bed, like this.
Most of the time. Unless it's a cutscene or something, and then suddenly they all have their own bed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so, funny story about my Sweetwater sound guy, Jonathan Castro, who's amazing. When I bought this microphone at the Sweetwater Gear Fest event, they assigned me to a representative because I'm a new customer at the time, and I had also bought Owen, just to shut him up, a $10 kazoo.
Oh my god!
And they had
Wait,
forgotten.
how does that shut anybody up?
Well, no, I told him if he was quiet, he could play with it. It was a harmonica, not a kazoo. It was harmonica. So I would rather hear harmonica than Krabby Child.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
And so I bought him the harmonica. They had forgotten to record that I bought the microphone. So about 3 weeks after the event, I get this email from Jonathan. It's like, hey, we're just checking to see how you enjoyed the harmonica.
That's funny.
And I was like, I mean, it was fine, but I spent $100 and change on this microphone, and you asked me about a $5 harmonica, right?
That's hilarious. Should spend some seconds on that Black Chocobo theme.
Yeah, could we?
It's so good.
Yes, I can do that. Hold on. I'll catch it again.
It's like I'm at Carnival.
Now we have our Quika being used in more of a traditional sense.
Yeah. Where's Doug when we need him?
Right?
How many times have we been subjected to weird use of Quika?
For what it's worth, I'd love to spend more, but I don't have a need for a better mic than the one you're hearing me talk on right now.
Yeah.
This is Samba de Chocobo, by the way.
Samba
Yes.
de
Yes,
Chocobo,
that's
yeah.
correct.
Oh, Samba.
Here's our real Latin American
I'm gonna
influence.
trigger the arranged version of it before we go into
Yeah.
the Wolf Cave.
Yay!
Definitely.
By the way, I really like the Black Chocobo music in Final Fantasy V. When we get to that in like a few months this summer, we're gonna spend a lot of time with that track.
That'll be good. I don't know that game as well. I'll have to spend some time with that soundtrack, which I'm excited to do.
Oh my god, the Quika is like...
Okay, so the flute is fine. Everything else about this sucks.
Yeah, it's too easy listening, though.
Also, something
It's
in the
slower.
accompaniment sounds flat to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like the Quika is like super low and super loud. It's like...
Yeah.
This is like a gastrointestinal arrangement of this.
I'm not feeling it. We're gonna go back. Okay.
Avian Chaos. Let's bring that one back.
We have so many. That's gonna be our middle band, right?
Avian
Yeah.
Chaos.
Oh, thanks,
Thanks,
Kate, for
Kate.
reminding us
All
of
right.
that. Also, like, it's good to see you, Kate. I feel like it's been a while.
Been a while.
Everyone's been struggling to get the crap done for that book. All of us are late.
We're all
Mhm.
dead.
I got mine in.
I got mine in, but it ain't like I'm gonna have a lot of edits. I just wanted it to
I
be
told
done
you guys
for
I
the
got my
deadline.
first version in like a week
And it
and a
was
half
like-
ago,
it
and they
was
were
like
like, "God, no!
12,000.
What is this? Just do version 2."
It was too long.
It was like, what, 12,000 words with your appendix?
It was 10,000 with the appendix,
I'm sorry, that was loud.
and I did trim it down finally by just simply deleting a shit ton of text and integrating the appendix directly into the chapter.
Yeah,
think
I
that's
love
fair.
deleting.
Honestly, nobody reading this book is not gonna have a decent sense of that plot anyway.
Right.
I will say I really enjoyed Naomi Graber's joke on Facebook. She said, "I'm glad you recovered from your appendicitis."
Appendicitis, yeah, that was great.
Ah, that's good.
That was very, very clever.
So I like in this version of the game, I don't know if you guys can see it here. When I walk, there is a lightning effect telling me I'm screwed.
Are we
Yeah.
are we in that magnetic cave? I wasn't paying attention.
We are now in Magnet Cave.
Ah.
Magnet Cave can suck it.
Oh man.
Yeah, in terms of going a little over, or a lot over, I think I was 7,200. So, like, that's a reasonable amount of over where, like, with edits, we'll cut that down wherever they want it. Or they made, you know,
Wait, I thought we were supposed to be between 6,000 and 8,000.
I thought it was 5, 6.
Yeah.
I'm like right at 6,000. It's like 6,030 or something.
Well, that sucks,
Yeah.
because I'm at 7,800, and that's what they're going to get tomorrow.
Well,
Yeah.
again, there's going to be a couple rounds of edits, and I think that was just they're encouraging people to be concise and to the point, and, you know, I don't think that's an absolute.
Yeah. I did trim
Yeah.
a ton of stuff out to get there.
I actually was at about 5,000 words when I rechecked the original email and saw that it was 5 to 6. I was like, what? Because I was thinking most book chapters are asking you from like 6 to 8, right? So that's a little what I'm used to. I figured a little over, Steve Raleigh in particular is really good at like cutting out shit from my writing. He's edited a few abstracts of mine before, and he's always just like, oh my god, say less.
Well, maybe he can do that for me.
So I think he'll be a good editor.
Okay.
And my problem, which is my eternal problem, because I always live between so many subfields, is that I like to do everything justice. It's like I'm actually not repeating myself at all. I'm just trying to like touch on all of the sides of the thing.
Yeah, it's hard.
Which I'm sure everybody has that problem. But I feel it acutely in the disc where I'm like, oh, disability studies and the musicology and video game stuff and like all the confluence of those three things.
Yeah. Sticking his tongue out.
Alright. We are gonna lose this fight, everybody. We're gonna lose it badly.
Okay.
We're not going in super strong here.
Always like, do you fight really hard and waste your items, or do you let yourself die because it's a narrative thing?
Yeah, you just die.
I love when it's like, oh, I think I should just die. I think this is way too hard. And it's like, no, you were supposed to fight. You're an idiot. You're just weak.
Oh, must make it 2 player.
Seriously. I should take this as inspiration whenever I don't feel like practicing.
I know, right?
Like clarinet.
Just have an animated gif of this scene, like, playing.
Power of music.
Oh, so again, I mentioned that it's Whisper Weed. He gives you a plant that transmits the stuff. In After Years, Edward needs to spy on somebody, and he gives them a gift, a bouquet of flowers. And the idea is that if you remember from Final Fantasy IV, you'll know why it's flowers. It's really smart.
Mm-hmm.
We might have to blitz through After Years right after this, if that's okay with
Is it
folks.
quick?
It's quick if I level off stream, which I'm happy to.
Oh, yeah. I'd be happy to see it. I don't know it.
Or I'll punch in a Game Shark code of I can't die.
Ooh. That would actually be kind of fun. Since, we're not here for anything other than, well, we're here for talking about a lot of things, but mostly the music.
Sometimes I talk about the gameplay. There's some cool stuff going on. But,
I don't think we talked about the music in a while.
Well, we keep having the same things over and over again.
Well, that's the thing about RPGs, is that we
Right.
kind of cover
And
a lot of it.
The problem with After Years is that there are only 2 new tracks. It's all Final Fantasy IV's soundtrack.
Well, I appreciate that.
The 2 new tracks are really sick, though.
I love how this plays now. It's like the most non-boss music of all time.
Yep.
Yep.
It's like, did the game get stuck?
I love how little damage he does to you now.
Mm-hmm. He does have a cool bangle on, though.
A bangle?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
on his arm. I definitely want it to be gone tomorrow because I told Will that he would have it before I saw Infinity War. That's a lie. I'm seeing it 10 o'clock tomorrow morning,
yeah.
or I will die.
I would say you're busted, but I doubt he'll watch the stream before you'll have the chapter in. So
Sure.
he's at some concert tonight anyway, so according to his social media posts.
I'm really close. I just have one more example to finish transcribing, and then I'm done.
Which one?
where Celis and Locke's themes overlap in the epilogue.
Yeah. You've been kind of waiting on that one, right?
Yeah,
I feel like that was
I
one of
said
the
I
last
was going to
ones you
do it
got.
like 3 weeks ago, and then I didn't.
Man, there's nothing I love more than transcribing. It is like my jam.
There's nothing I love more than putting it off. I love Pig as a status, by the way. It only shows up in this game.
I wish they used it in every game. It's so good.
It's not really that useful of a status, though, is the problem.
Well, they should make it useful and bring it back, because look how cute the pig animations are.
I know. And every pig has like a different color that corresponds with their character. I always thought that was nice.
But functionally, what is the difference between Pig and Silence?
Nothing.
Correct.
Hilarity.
Alright, so we're gonna use one of these right here, because I hate this boss.
Now we get our real music. In a manner of speaking.
Yeah, we do. The boss music starts now.
Fluff and buff, yeah, that's a good terminology.
Fluff and buff. That's true. I was gonna say it reminds me of him.
Yep, yeah.
I really need to do more like playthroughs where I allow myself to be silly and where I'm like casting imp constantly or like, you know, like using these statuses that are kind of useless.
Green magic only.
Yeah. Or I also fall into character habits with a lot of these games where I'm using the same people because I really like them and I know how they operate.
Yeah.
Like even Chrono Trigger, I really need to do a playthrough where I like go really heavy on like Isla and Robo and like
Who are great together.
Yeah, they are good together.
They are good
really,
Yeah.
really fun dual tech.
Yep.
I have done some Imp Halberd nonsense, but I need to do like a whole game of that where I'm like, who are my like least favorite players here? You know, pull in like Cyan and try to make him. Actually, I usually turn him into a decent magic user and try to save. That I don't want to wait around for sword techs.
Oh, look at that pig.
The person to use in Final Fantasy VI that nobody ever does
Okay.
is Gao. Gao is readily the game's best character.
If
you know what you're
you
doing.
understand which rages to use when. Actually,
Correct.
Joe's playthrough, he like used Gao more than I've seen anybody use Gao. Because he quickly discovered some of those, like, just slaughtering everybody
Nice.
using his rages, and he got those specific creatures, and then he just went from there.
Now that I can emulate DS games really well, by the way, we should do just a Chrono Trigger's bonus materials stream.
That'd be fun, because don't they do, like, Isla's whole area?
The Singing Mountain is restored
Singing Mountain.
in the DS version, which is really cool. The other
Yeah, I'd
thing that
love
they
to do
added is, I don't need to do this, actually. They added in a quest where you can, with Magus, attempt to rescue Scala from the alternate dimension of, like, Chrono Cross's timeline.
Yeah.
And that's pretty sweet.
Literally savage.
In Gao's case, yeah.
Gao, I left in the belt, no regrets. Hard.
JK.
Alright, I'm not fighting that.
Aww. Yeah, I didn't understand how Leap worked for a while. This is why having a brother who's 5 years older to like introduce you to all the video games is very helpful. Because
Nice.
when I'm like a useless 5-year-old, I could just watch him play stuff.
Or you could be a mean older sister like I was to my brother and just tell him lies about how everything works.
That's awesome.
Sorry, Vesuvius 1994. I'm evil older sister 1987, so.
Nice.
I mean, my brother told me plenty of lies, but usually not video game related. He took video games way too seriously for that.
Yeah, I'm the same way. Final Fantasy VI is funny to me because if you know what you're doing with Esper leveling, you can actually over-level your character's magic stat so the high damage spells will circle around past 65,000 damage and just do like 2.
Yeah.
Huh, there's an emulation glitch with that particle on the blood feast from the Vampire Cave Pigbat. It looks
That's fun.
rounded and nice on actual PSP Vita, not that squarish particle. That's okay. Like, if that's the level of pickiness we're at, we're good.
Another game that might be fun to do at some point is Link Between Worlds.
Ooh, that would be excellent. I could do it if I would plug in my old computer. I don't want to use BitTorrent on this machine yet, because it's so new and shiny.
Mm-hmm.
And invariably, like, I'll download something I'm not supposed to by looking for that
Right.
sort of stuff.
Right. I mean, you mean... No, of course, there's no such thing as that website. I don't know what you're talking about. We don't use those
Right.
sites.
No.
God, I love the Pirate Bay. Okay.
Yar! I feel like you need to, like... If you're gonna talk about Pirate Bay, you need to throw in pirate speak. You scurvy dogs! Yar! What's a pirate's favorite letter?
Arr.
R.
You'd think it would be R, but it's actually the C!
Ah.
Ah.
I can't believe you... I thought you guys knew that one.
I actually have never heard that.
No, me neither. Also,
Oh my
Dana,
God.
you're, like, not acceptable right now.
I can't believe I got that to work.
Work.
There's a Game Grumps episode when Aaron gets Dan to fall for the, like, what's up dog.
Nice. Ooh, shiny,
He's
shiny.
like so pleased with himself. They look like they would be excited about crystals, am I right?
I see.
That's a good point.
Alright, let's do this. By the way, I think we can finish the Tower of Zot, and then we're gonna call it for the night.
Okay.
Oh, wait, we can't finish the Tower of Zot if I leave. That's dumb. Hold on. We're not done here. We gotta go do the thing. Yes, I totally have permission to take all the things.
Yeah.
That's helpful.
None of this is useful yet. But it will be soon. I really like the bassoon. If I thought that I had any chance ever of learning to play a reed instrument, I would love to
Yeah.
have one. But as far as crazy expensive instruments go, cello is on the list first for me. I took a year and a half on the cello in college, and then I haven't played it since, because, like, who can afford one of those?
I mean, you could afford a terrible one.
I don't even know what an entry-level cello costs. I just assume they're way too much money, because the last time I looked was probably like 8 years ago, when I had no money. And it's not
I
like...
mean, you can find ones on Craigslist for like $100.
And it's not like I would be making any of it back. Like, Dana, you make money with your violin, right? Like,
I do.
so you can have a nice violin. Also, you're good. Like, I'm shitty, and I'll never gig with it because I'm shitty.
I love gigging.
That's not a good formula for like.
Yeah, and then I try to convince kids that practicing is actually more effective if you know how to practice and plan for it. Sometimes they believe me.
Yeah, learning how to practice is a huge deal. I remember that as an undergraduate.
Whoa.
Yeah, it was like late undergrad that I finally like had a systematic way of practicing.
Yep.
Did we need that 2-second graphic?
No, we don't need it at all. It's dumb as hell, but they added it.
Like, wow, underside of an airship.
If anybody wants like the most systematic, I love this book. It's called Practicing for Artistic Success: The Musician's Guide to Self-Empowerment.
Wow.
And I actually had to read it for it was assigned as a textbook in lessons one semester. So,
Wow.
but it's brilliant. I mean, it breaks down absolutely how to approach a lot of different types of problems, and I try to use it in different forms with all levels of students, even my early ones. I try to develop some of the like analytical listening where they can stop and diagnose a problem, and because everybody I think has that experience of you run through something and then you're like, I need my teacher, I don't know what to do next.
Yeah.
And then it's like days till your lesson, so what do you do? Oh my
I
god,
thought it was this one I had to save.
I love me some Saint-Saëns Organ Symphony. Thinking about Lopez. So good.
Yeah, this Zot, Tower of Zot, and other tower theme is basically Bulldead's theme, but in a marched form.
Oh, no.
Also, anybody ever read Zot by Scott McCloud? Graphic novel?
No.
Well, I guess it's here, but it starts off with kind of a and then it's like it goes somewhere where you don't expect, where you're just like, oh, superhero now, and then what? And it's a sweet story.
Huh.
And it's by Scott McCloud, the same guy that did all of the Understanding comics, Reinventing comics. He kind of took 20 years off to write the textbooks. And then he wrote The Sculptor, which was beautiful and made me cry. So I recommend that one as well. Great comic date's coming up, right? Isn't it the first weekend in May?
Yeah, it is.
Went to the comic shop today. I was picking up my new Strangers in Paradise, issue 3, of the relaunch. And
I forgot to go cheat.
so good. Oh no!
I know. Right when you get the airship, before you do Magnet Cave, you can go to Eblon Castle,
Yeah.
fight a ridiculous monster in a box that's like 5 hours from where I'm supposed to be, but you have Tello with you. And if you can do it, you get a sword that's like... The flame sword I just found is attack 71. The sleep sword is like 120. So it makes you a god here, and I forgot to do it.
Well, we'll have to settle for mortal and the creepy marionettes.
Yeah.
Hell claws. That is so great. Also, I love that the fighter characters, like the monk fighter characters, always equip claws. Like, what is that? Because they're like supposed to be very feral or something.
Yeah.
It's a holdover from Final Fantasy III, where the Karate Master has, like, Qatar claws.
Right, but why?
Because claws still let you punch things.
Don't question the magic.
Okay.
You're right. I should follow my own advice. The Marionetteer is really cool. She's got like a cool gaze that is nowhere near the fight.
That was all of Cecil's magic to heal the party just there.
You know, what is it with like floating things in the sky in these games? There's the floating continent. There is the whole kingdom of Zeal in Chrono Trigger. We just love having things floating.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't know.
Utilizing vertical space in a 2D dimensional redundant.
That's right.
2D dimensional.
2D dimensional, that's what I said, yeah.
Dimensional. ATM machine.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was gonna say the Dimitri Martin sketch about B batteries. Like, there's no B batteries because you just sound like you're repeating yourself. Hi, I'd like some B batteries. Some what?
It's true.
Or when you order a chai tea, because chai.
Yeah.
That used to really bother my roommate Priya. She was always like, "It's tea. You're saying tea. You sound stupid."
I mean, you're not wrong. Alright, can I do this? When I played Final Fantasy IV, this was the fight that was limiting for me. I always thought this fight was terribly difficult.
It really was.
Ugh. Barbarica
Lenny.
Lord of the Wind.
Lenny, you should chime in to talk about how you made fun of me and always called me the middle fat sister.
Oh.
Because I am the middle. Cindy, that's it. Alright, so fight Cindy first, whatever.
She's so sweet looking, though.
She looks tired.
She's the hard one, you gotta take her out first.
I mean, Sandy really is having some wardrobe things here. Like, she's got a boot and a heel on.
Yeah, she does.
And, like, half pants.
Right. The boot and the, the boot is one leg, the thigh is covered in the other leg. Why not just either wear nothing like a JRPG boss lady, or wear, like, normal clothes? But why go halvesies?
I was always confused by her legs too in the original. This is actually the theme song of me and Lenny fighting, not...
And now I just want, like, an image of you two, like, standing, like with your fists up. Where you're, like, also doing the thing where, like, the characters always are moving.
Yeah.
Alright, let's see what happens here.
I mean, to be fair, is Lenny supposed to be Mindy? So
Yeah, Lenny's Mindy, my older sister's Sandy.
yeah. So nobody's supposed to do it except for your older sister.
Right. Poor Snippy. Middle child gets all the worst crap.
Yeah. Actually, let's just take out Mindy. That's fine with me.
Mindy looks like he's up to something, so I don't know if that fits Lenny.
Bye!
And see, you're not even controlling this, so it was just like the game decided.
I'm hoping this reflects onto, yes, excellent.
Ew.
I love using reflect.
Oh.
So look, the fight's really easy now. That's awesome.
have to confuse her.
Oh, that might actually work on her. Nope.
Nope.
There's some bosses that will work on, but usually, if you berserk a mage in the Final Fantasy series and it works, their physical attacks are super strong and they destroy you, so it's not a good idea.
This rendition of Sandy is something else. I'm like, she has like.
I thought it was relatively faithful to the original.
Yeah, but like the fact that you can see like the tone, the muscle tone in her butt is just weird to me. But I guess maybe. I guess maybe the original was like that too, and I just didn't notice because that's how all games are. I mean, she has abs, but.
Look it up on finalfantasy.wikia.com. You can click between each different version.
Ooh, that's fun.
Yay, it failed. Ooh, one of my fraternity brothers just pinged me OMG, 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 OMG. In all caps.
And?
So what could that be about?
I don't know, we're gonna find out, because it's probably video game stuff.
Oh, cool.
No, he forgot to say, now everyone on that condo is confused. I'll wait, I will let people know if it's something cool. Probably okay. Heroes of the Storm related, or other Blizzard products. I don't think her organs was a euphemism, because she wasn't super stacked by JRPG standards. Let me clarify, by JRPG standards.
You have to be specific.
I do. So I mentioned that Tella only has 90 MP, right?
Yeah. Can I just ask here?
Hey Dana, lean in, we're losing you.
No. Delta attack? Why is a Delta attack like 3 people in Chrono Trigger and Delta is...
Oh, I don't know.
Why is it what?
Delta attack in Chrono Trigger
is
3 people. But Delta is the 4th letter of the Greek alphabet.
Because Delta's a triangle.
Okay, I accept that.
Yes, we have the right answer.
You have a good reason, though.
We're the best.
It's a good answer. I like it.
We just dual text that answer, Ryan.
Yeah, we have a magical dual tech entitled Video Game Bullshit. It's the best dual tech.
Yeah. Better be alright.
It is amazing what bullshitting can get you out of on these streams.
So, who is the person who was playing through the Nintendo DS iOS version of this? Is that Spoony Bard? A while ago?
I think so.
Okay. The next boss fight that the player has to do
all of the
sucks in that version.
I think just saw the word Jellard. Also the word whomever.
Yeah.
And you 2 timing her. So many good things.
Great though. It was great in the original and it's great now.
Yep.
It's graphic.
I always but this track is what Golbez clad in dark or whatever.
Yes.
Yes. I
What
love
a
that
great
cape,
title.
by the way. Golbez has the best cape in the franchise.
Yes. A vain attempt at revenge.
He's one of my top bosses. I just love him.
Yeah, he's awesome. So you'll notice now he's down to 0 magic. And I love the idea that he casts the spell that he doesn't actually have the constitution to cast, and then he dies. It's right out of Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah. Holy heck.
Oh, also the spell effects on Meteor in this game are ridiculous.
Pretty cool.
That's cool.
He just said it's impossible, and he's right. That graphic of him disintegrating is so effective. I love it.
Yeah.
With like the pieces floating up into the wind. Ugh.
Mhm.
Oh, Lenny, I know the answer to that. It's because the other ones, you don't know that you're supposed to die, and they want to maintain the tension. That comes from the opening of the second Final Fantasy game on Famicom, where you just click New Game and you're thrust into a battle where you get the shit kicked out of you. But you can keep trying, because your fourth character can actually hit those guys, but you're going to die every time. And it creates more tension when you feel as if you've died. Because the second game opens, you die, it plays the game over music, it fades to black, and then it begins. It's ridiculously cinematic by Famicom standards, and they maintain that tradition here. Oh, Dana, no, God, no.
Notice I didn't say it, I just typed it.
Oh my gosh.
You gotta leave the puns to Julianne.
Even though the pun works better verbally, I still typed it.
No, actually, I like it a lot in text, because I read it, and I was like, oh, fuck, no. That was excellent. I applaud your efforts.
Oh man.
Yeah. Some trepidation is a very charitable response.
You know, it's hard to find good sources of protein on a vegan vegetarian diet, so. Get up, you old geezer. Obviously, that's gonna help. Aw. Did. The old softie.
I will say,
Again,
I think
to
that
a lot of
Final Fantasy IV kills so many characters that it starts to lose its effectiveness as a gimmick. Because, like, it's like Game of Thrones in this game.
Right.
Bum, 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 bum. There's gotta be like a good SNES
I'm sure there
Game
is.
of Thrones chiptune thing.
So wait. Speaking of the Game of Thrones theme, somebody, I think it's a former campus pastor of mine on Twitter, posted this video of a chicken attached to this orbital grill that would, like, spin around like one of those exercise machines and like the center of the Crucible from Game of Thrones. And he was like, you're going to be expecting a certain piece of music when you watch this video, but it's Gershwin on piano instead.
What?
It was amazing.
What?
Oh, so Super Nintendo censorship. Watch this. It's not a steel ball that's going to fall and crush her like it was on the North American release. It is a blade, because that makes more sense. Also, there's an added sprite of them making out now.
Yes.
And that was true in the Super Nintendo
Who
release.
doesn't want to see that?
But now you can see, like, some sprite on sprite action.
Oh, yeah.
They're
Wow.
almost as wide as Golbez now.
I like, by the way, that there's a first sprite of them kissing, and then they lean into it.
Yeah. Is it hot in here?
And Kane is like, can't look.
Yeah,
Kane
Kane's
is
like,
facing
no.
No, thank you.
I agree with Lenny, by the way. The
Watching
DS
now.
version of Tella's Death is very excellent. The problem is that you have to pay for that because the DS version of the fight I'm about to do sucks. Hate it. It's so hard.
Aw. Yeah, what I would... Oh, That is like ultimate friend zoning there.
Yeah, it is.
Please be willing to die
Let's
by
fight
my
together.
side, even though I'm not into you. God.
Is it really friend zoning when it's clear your bestie, like, is with her?
You're right. You're right. Well, the friend zone is a place you put yourself into. Not about the girl putting you anywhere. It's about you deciding that you've been friend zoned. But yeah, I find it weird that everyone else is just like, oh, this is cool. Like, Yang's just like, okay, I'm gonna watch this kiss that goes on for a while.
A little too long.
Alright,
Cool.
this is fine.
And now we get this kind of, the Red Wings theme coming back, it's kind of just like, resolve, right?
Love it.
And then also we talked about kind of the militaristic trope in here, so that fits too, that we're like renewed for the fight. And we have a full party for the first time.
That's correct. This is your first time with a group of 5. No, not true. You have Rosa, Child Rydia, Dark Knight Cecil, Edward, and Yang.
Oh,
It's the
okay.
first full party of 5 on Mount Hobbs. Lenny's correct. This is Barbara Streisand.
Whatever her real name is. I mean, Barbarica, Barbara.
Barbarella.
works.
What was what was it in the SNES? I don't even remember.
Val Valis, I think.
Oh yeah, it was so
Yeah.
totally.
So, I found out what OMG, 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 OMG is. My fraternity buddy just got back from Infinity War, and he said he can't tell us. So that's awesome.
Yeah. We'll just have to wait till tomorrow.
That's right. Wait, why did Protect Miss Kane? Rosa did friend zone him.
I'm still like weirded out by Rose's outfit.
Because it's like
She has
the-
new pants.
super
the
bikini
pink-
combat.
Yeah,
Tara Branford also fights in a bikini.
it looks more like armor on Terra though. I don't know. This is very like. I was at the beach and then oh crap, I had to fight things.
Tara also has to morph all the time. It's like clothes must get in the way.
True.
Yeah, I mean, fair.
I mean, you think about folks like the Hulk and how much they must spend on replacement clothes.
So, due to a weird way the combat engine works in this version of the game, I take a lot more turns than usual. The game is easier on the PSP. It's part of why I advocated for this version, if I'm being honest. But I was just going to say, she's got a move called Stone Touch, and what it does is it partially turns you to stone. If she casts it on you 2 or 3 times, you'll turn to stone.
Yeah.
And every time the poison damage counter ticks around, you come closer to turning to stone. But in the Super Nintendo version, the original, it's really deadly. Because the game moves at a higher rate of speed, and therefore you turn to stone faster. Here, it'll never happen. Are you guys talking about the glass shattering graphic transition to the boss, by the way, in the chat?
I think when this right there. The
Yeah, the weird...
her hair, tornado hair. Womanado.
Okay, so this is a warning to the rest of you, because I'm about to, like, curse out one of my friends. Don't say to me the night before you've seen a cool movie that I've not seen, I will say this, and then finish the sentence. Just don't do that.
Ooh, no.
Don't do that.
I read the words, I will say this, and now I've quit reading his text messages for like the next week.
Yeah, until tomorrow morning.
That's right. Womanado is an excellent term, by the way. I think we can all approve of that.
It's like Sharknado. It just works so seamlessly. How many Sharknadoes are they up to? 4?
Oh, I don't know.
They've made a lot.
Too many.
Oh,
She's gotta be almost dead, right? It's gotta be.
Are there?
Yes, we did it. You know what?
Bye.
I don't care who lives, who dies. We did it. We win. We're the best.
Oh my god, there's a Sharknado 5.
No. I disagree. I mean, I know it's true, but I just can't.
Sharknado 5, global swarming. Get it?
I refuse to get it.
That's like as
like
bad as a
warming.
pornography ripoff title.
It kinda is. I feel like those are more clever though. Oh my goodness, I didn't realize some of the names for these. So Sharknado 2 is just called the second one. There's also Sharknado, Part of Sharkness.
No.
Part of the sharkness.
Sharknado 3 is just, oh hell no. And
Nice.
Sharknado 4 is The Fourth Awakens.
God.
I want everybody to know that I highly approve of all of that. Oh, so to North American players, the idea of light crystals and dark crystals would have been new. To Japanese audiences, it would not be. The whole plot of 3 is that you're the light warriors trying to help undo what the dark warriors did. They're your polar opposites millennia ago. And at the very end of the game, assuming you can get there, because 3 is hard as dirt, the Dark Warriors come and help you at the very end.
This theme is just so silly.
I mean, I agree
It
as far as
matches the
character
style,
limit goes, but then you also have spells called Torned instead of Tornado. Or not-
What would we do without you?
I died many times in the final boss of Final Fantasy 3 DS.
The final boss of Final Fantasy 3 DS is a race. Either you destroy it, or it destroys you.
Ugh. Because you can't save.
Just
That's
leave
right.
it alone.
What you should do in
Brooding.
the DS version of the game is get to the job level 99 of
Yeah,
the jobs you want to
never did
use,
that.
and then you can go get like super stupid weapons, and then you can do it. I will say the DS version rebalances everything in a way that I don't appreciate. Specifically, Sage and Ninja at the end. The Ninja could simply equip everything and was the best. And the Sage could cast everything, including the High Summoner's version of the summons. So you could have like Life 2, Cure 4, and Strong Bahamut on the same guy. That's also good.
So I have to ask in chat and just on the stream, what are like games that y'all have just totally given up on for like good or bad reasons?
Oh,
Oh.
man.
Really quick before the stream ends, I will answer this because I have a really good one.
Yeah.
A very good friend of mine a while ago bought me Pillars of Eternity, which, to those of you who don't have kids, I highly recommend. It's a fantastic looking game. It's a new game on the Obsidian engine made by the people who made Icewind Dale and Baldur's Gate. It's a dream. It is a 400-hour commitment.
Wow.
So I'm not doing it.
Yeah, I mean, as I've discussed many times on the stream, I gave up on Breath of the Wild. And we're still fighting, so...
Oh, I don't know about that.
I turned all my attention to at the screen, so.
We will pick up Final Fantasy IV next week. We're going to go to the Underworld and actually have new music to talk about musicology stuff next week. This week was a lot of retreads. Sorry about that. It's just the way RPGs go sometimes.
Yeah.
And I think it'll be next week, and then 2 more sessions, and we'll be done. It'll be a 5-week
I think we can get
game.
Sean on the pod here.
Yeah, we'll try to get him either
Podcast.
next week or the week after. We'll try to have Sean on.
Cool.
Get him on stream.
Yeah.
Woo.
Alright, thank you all for joining us.
Yep. Everybody go see Infinity War, by the way, because I want to be able to talk about it with as many people I like as possible. So get out there to the movie theaters. That's your all jobs. All right. Bye, everybody.
Bye.